Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is part 8 of how to build a bedroom, and this introduction will now go over in an overlay so that the action starts immediately. Then let's start. So first I put the level laser up and put the first U profile for the wall. Behind the profile I put some insulation tape to get more pressure towards the wall. Then I put the side frame panel. It's a U profile, means just a metal sheet profile with a simple U shape that you use for the whole frame around. The equipment I use is Bosch wall hammer or hammer, and there are special nails or screws together with pegs, so you just hammer them in and later you could actually unscrew them if you need to. The core, where the metal frames touch each other, they use a special plier to clip them together, and also screws if necessary, which I did here, even though later I realized it wasn't actually necessary. Then I measure out the parts for the C profile in between. The C profiles have to have a gap distance of exactly 50 centimeters because the drywall plates have 1 meter. So you have 2 C profiles for every plate. This way you don't have to look too much later, you can just hold the plate up and screw it up. So all the profiles are in. Now the next thing I will have to do is to get holes into the C profiles to get the wires in. So the profiles usually have gaps already made, which you can just open like this and put the hoses in, the flex hose. But at the end, at the U profile, I had to drill it. So I used a drill there to open it. So I put all the hoses in, and after that was in, I could start cutting down the insulation and put in the insulation. As you see in the video, the insulation kept falling down, so I was thinking of how to install it better. So I started to put small screws into the profile and then used drywall planks, small, to put it in to hold it up. But I realized that might not be a good idea because vibrations might make it jump and give noise. So I was thinking overnight how to do it, because this day, the first day, is actually over. So I already put the wires in because I wasn't sure if the wires are long enough. So that's still the first day. I wanted to put the wires in case they are not long enough. I could still order new ones, but it was enough. So next day, remove some things. Then I realized that I can actually just use packaging tape to hold the insulation up, as the insulation doesn't have much weight, and this way I could remove the drywall pieces I put in. And yeah, so that was my brother's wife, which just passed by. So I put up the remaining insulation. The problem was I cut the insulation already for something else. That's why it's small pieces. And yeah, I didn't want to buy a new one, so I put this in to keep it. I had to rearrange the hoses, the flex hose, to get it in the places I really want the lights to be. Yesterday or the day before, I just put it in so that it's up. Now I had to shift it a little bit. Yeah, a lot of tape to get those small pieces of insulation up. This is a front board I had to install because the ceiling at the end will have a step, and to get the front plate of the step fixed, I need that wood I just put in. So I still arranged the hoses a little bit, shifted a little bit, and put the remaining insulation in. So all the insulation gaps are filled. Now I take the measurements again and can start cutting down the boards and put the boards up. just with drywall screws straight into the C profile. You don't have to drill any holes. They are self-drilling holes, or actually not self-drilling, but the tips are so sharp that you just press it through the metal and then the metal opens for the screw to enter. Yeah, so I put one plate after the other up. I pre-cut the plate and drilled them in my workshop. I don't have a video of that, so that now you just see me disappear and appear with reappear with a new plate. Then I had to measure the remaining plates since it's not full size anymore. So that's what I'm doing here, and then I went to cut and drill the plates, put them up as well. Get all the wires out where they're supposed to be out. And then I wanted to test if everything works. So the next thing I'm actually doing after putting in the final screws, I start connecting the lights, the LED lights. And then I switch it on to test if they all work. I should have maybe tested them before I even start with the installation, but yeah, so I connected to the old light connection, yeah, and they work. All of them are on, so I can fit them in and leave them in for now. Here you can see that I changed the color on one of the lights. As I said before, there are 3 different light settings: warm white, daylight white, and cold white. I prefer cold white, so I left it on. Then I went to the connecting corridor and started connecting a new lamp there, as the corridor is quite long, so it should have 2 lamps. And yeah, I put it there. And also new LED lamps which I got from my company, they were thrown away there. So actually not new LED lamps, but to replace the old light bulbs which were there. So I switched off the light to be able to connect it. I don't want to get shocked. So now, for now, the room is connected with the corridor so that everything goes on with the same light switch, so that during construction time I have light. Installed a new light. And yeah, this is how it looks at the end now. And yeah, that is for this day. And I wish you a wonderful day. I hope you liked the video. Tune in for the next part. It's coming soon. Bye bye.